Ladies and gentlemen, hey, JakeFreedom here, and we're going to start round 5 of the HTP Challenge series. So we're just getting ready here to get this kicked off. My opponent has come into the game. I apologize for not having the camera on today. Hopefully I'll be able to commentate. I do have some allergy problems and whatnot happening, so we'll leave it at that. Alright, let's go ahead and get started here. That's definitely not what we want. What do we want here? Yeah, Blood Diamond Tournament deck. Okay, let's get her going. Alright. Coin flips, get past that. Our opening hand looks awful. Yeah, we're going to definitely probably redraw that. Why can I never draw a very good opening hand? Draw again. Not any better. Oh my gosh. Well, let's go ahead and keep that, I guess. I don't want to mulligan again and get down to only 5 cards. So, it is what it is. So here we go. Wonder if he's playing the standard mono wild ramp deck. We'll see in a minute here. So we really don't have a turn 1 play. Only we really do is play a shard. Hopefully we get another one drawn here to us. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and lay that down, and we'll move on. At least we'll be able to do repel if he brings something out on our next turn. We'll definitely be able to activate our champion abilities. And then let's just hope we get a mix of shards or troops throughout our draws here. Alright, we're to the Spring Litter. So what would be ideal is by the time his Incantation of Savagery comes into play, that we'll be able to throw down Extinction. That would be nice if everything works out properly. Okay, turn 2 for us. Let's go ahead and lay down a diamond, and we'll activate our champ power. Deal 1 damage, gain 1 health. And I highly doubt he's going to attack at all. So we might just hang on to Repel and use Repel to take care of the Feral Beast, because it looks like he's going to be able to get him out here quickly if things work out properly for him. He is going to attack. Well, this time around, do I want to get rid of that? I think I should, because we don't want to create any more. This creates +1 more Battle Hoppers or Shin Hairs if something were to create one. So let's go ahead and take care of this card, just to prevent that, just to slow down his Incantation from coming out. So as it stands right now, we don't have enough shards in our hands to be able to play Extinction, but we have the threshold. Hopefully maybe we'll draw another shard coming out here. So throwing out Halloween Brave. That brings his counters up to 2. Okay, so we have 2 life siphons. Not bad. I think we're going to go ahead and throw down Surge Mechanism. I do like having this card out here to give me resources even though I don't have them. So now for sure we'll be able to play Extinction, no problem. Not next turn, it'll be the following turn. And it also helps out to get our resources up there so we can use Life Siphon more effectively. Let's see what he's going to do here. So Halloween Brave's just going to give him a temporary resource, so he'll have, you know, 2 instead of just 1. So you can bring out a 2-cost card. And he's going to attack with that because he knows I don't have any resources left, so I'm not going to be able to respond, which is fine. 1 damage is not going to be the end of the world, but it could mean the difference between winning and losing the game when it comes down to the end. Alright, so up to 3. Another repel there. So we know... Alright, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to save it all. Not that we're trying to bluff or anything, but I'm sure he's going to attack. But maybe we can fake him out a little bit by saving our resources and not doing anything, and then activating our search mechanism in the end phase to get that to get 4 resources. So by saving our resources, you can possibly sometimes fake out your opponent into thinking that, hey, you're hanging on to something that, you know, could do something. Whether or not it's going to work, you never know. Alright. 2 more damage. Now, we could use repel and damage one of these guys or kill one of these guys here. And like I said before, should we get rid of this here? But using repel on a 1/1, let's just let it go another round here and see what happens. Opponent is saying here, I apparently got too excited about some of the cards in my opening hand and forgot to check my shard count. So I'm guessing he's running a little short on resources. No big deal, we are too, so everything could be everything could match up just fine. Okay, we're going to our end phase here, and now we'll go ahead and activate the surge mechanism. Now we have our 4 resources there. Alright, so we got a persecute and a repel, both quick actions here. Again, I think we're going to not do anything, just save it and see what he does here. So now we could use repel and persecute on both of these guys next turn and still save that extinction. In fact, we could do it right now. He's certainly not going to be able to respond to anything with the 1, so we could get rid of them. I think we should do that now, just for the simple fact that we don't want him to be able to use Halloween Brave's ability to maybe, you know, give him 2 shards, 2 resources, and be able to pull something out. So let's go ahead and do that. Go and persecute him, and then we'll use repel when he attacks with the ritualist. So unfortunately, this turn here we won't be able to buff our resources, which is fine. Well, we still could if we don't want to, you know, kill him. So we'll see what happens. You know, 1 damage, like I said, not a huge deal, but we can still afford to take a couple here and there. Okay. Let's let it come through. Yeah, I'm gonna let that come through still. I'll activate that. Be fine. Okay. What do we got coming our way? Let's draw something good. That'll work. Now we've met our threshold for all the cards we can possibly have in our hand. So let's go ahead and just deal other damage, gain a health. Really don't want to throw on Secret Lab right now. It's not really necessary. I'm sitting pretty good with the cards. So I think next time if he attacks, we can use Repel. And then get rid of this card here and still have enough in reserve to tap Surge Mechanism again. So I think that'll be our plan for now. So right now we can do 10 damage total with the amount of resources we have between our two life siphons, which isn't quite enough. So we want to get our resources up just a little bit higher before we roll it once. I'm sure he'll start drawing into some resources here soon. There's one. So I'm still not sure if he has anything to play, since he did have Halloween Brave for a couple turns and he didn't tap its ability to get 2 resources, so he still may not have a 2 cost card in his hand. Or maybe he does and he's just not wanting to play it yet. See, we're still 2 away from there. You know that quick action to get rid of Feral Beasts. See, Persecute would do it, I guess. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this guy. That'll be fine. Hopefully. And then again in the end phase, we'll tap our Surge Mech here. So now we're up to 12 damage total with our life siphons. Since the life siphon has now become a 1x card, so if you do 6 damage, it's going to cost you 7 resources. Similar to Burn to the Ground. Alright, so now we're up to 14 damage. Now I think would be a good time. We can probably go ahead and lay Secret Lab. And then we'll still have enough to tap Surge Mech again at the end of his turn. Don't really want to draw a card because I don't want to throw any of these away. Certainly has a lot of those. And he's 1 shard away from creating a Battle Hopper, which will then activate his Incantation of Savagery. So we'll go ahead and activate him. Now we have 9 total resources for a total of 8 damage per life siphon, which is 16. Another Secret Lab. So I think now what we could do here is we could tap Secret Lab, and we could throw away this Secret Lab if we don't like what we got. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Throw away that Secret Lab, and then we'll go ahead and play this resource. Activate our Champ Power. So we're at 17. We have 9 resources at hand. So it'd be 8 damage. Times 2 is 16, so we're 1 shy. So we're about a 3-turn clock right now for killing him. So let's go ahead. Let's pass priority here. See, we've got next turn. We'll be able to tap Surge. We'll deal some damage with Life Siphon. And then the following turn, we'll deal damage with Life Siphon again. This turn here, I'm guessing he's going to bring out Savagery, because I'm pretty sure he's probably going to draw a Shard, and then that's going to activate his Champ Power, create a Savage Raider, create a Battle Hopper, which will then be the 5th troop played on his end, and that will activate his Feral Beast. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take that 6 damage. Alright, so here comes Feral Beast. So here we're going to take 7 damage. Okay, it's going to be a little more than 7 damage. It's going to be, let's see, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. So then we'll just go ahead and we're going to throw down Extinction next turn as well, since we won't be able to survive 2 turns with this here. So these guys aren't defensive. I'm not sure why he's not attacking with them, but that's fine. So we're only taking 9, no big deal. Sure to tap him. Okay. He has no resources, so he can't do anything I'm going to do. He can't respond to Extinction anyway at all. Alrighty, so first thing we're going to do here is we're going to play Extinction. Get rid of his board. And then I think we're going to go ahead and play Eternal Youth. We could do 6 damage now, plus then 10, 11. We could do 6 damage now, and then... Well, no, that won't work because we can only do 10 damage next turn, which will only be 16, and we need a 17 total. Because if we did that, we would tap all the resources and we wouldn't be able to tap Surge Mech unless we drew into a Shard, which is very possible. But do we take that risk? I think we could. Because I don't think there's anything he can play that's going to get speed other than that Feral Beast is the only card in the wild deck that has speed. So yeah, let's do that. Just so in case we do draw into that Shard, we can end the game there. Plus this will give us 6 health in return as well. Okay. And if we don't draw into that Shard, we can still play Eternal Youth and get some more health gain, or maybe just skip the Eternal Youth altogether and tap Secret Lab. Then again, we're still not going to be able to do enough damage. Okay, so he's got that now with Spell Shield, and then he's bringing out the Bucktooth Commander, which gives you others ones you control +1/+1. And now that he's played them now, they don't have speed. So it's 10 damage on the board there. Hopefully we draw into a resource, and then we can just end the game. We do not. So, what should we do here? Well, now we're going to take 10 damage, so we might as well gain some life. Let's go ahead and do that. Let that resolve. And let this resolve. And then now we're going to just tap this guy now, so we know for sure next time we are going to have enough resources to finish him off. So 10 damage coming our way. I'm thinking maybe the game would have had maybe a different outcome if he would have paid attention to how many shards he had in his hand, in his opening hand, since he was so excited about it. So we stated earlier. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve here. Kind of waiting on his second phase. I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he's typing. Four cards in hand, 5 resources. Crash of Beasts. Gonna be no help to him. Relentless Corruption. We're definitely not going to use that, so let's go and do our Life Siphon for 11 damage. And this should be GG. Whisper to him real quick, GG. Alright, go and get the second game starter. So we're 1-0. Alright, again, not a very good opening hand at all. Definitely not going to keep that. This would be a blood. I might keep it just because we have Curse of Oblivion, but we're going to go ahead and draw again. A little better. We'll go ahead and keep that one there. At least this gives us some control and some health gain at least. Again with the Incantation of Savagery, dang. So this time, depending on what he throws out in the meantime before that Feral Beast comes out, we might just hang on to a Repel. Some type of quick action to just get rid of him. With an Inner Conflict, that's good. Inner Conflict, for those of you who don't know, the target troop gets permanent. This troop can't block or attack, so it just becomes a dead card on the table. Only way to get out of Inner Conflict is to use Revert, or some type of reversion card. And that will revert the card back to its base state. Revert type cards also work on, like if you have, if you're using Wild Root Dancer to buff a card up, you do that a few times, you can revert that card back down to whether it be like a 1/1 or a 2/2 or whatever it was, just to get rid of those buffs. Alright, so we have Halloween Brave out. As you may have noticed, we don't. You haven't seen any troops yet in this deck. There are two. There are 2 total troops in this deck, and that's it. Everything else is just quick actions and basic actions, things like that. Most of the time, we don't need those troops. Sometimes we do. If we get them out, if we're able to play them, we do play them. But those cards there are just another means to end game. Run to the litter. Alright, so he's up to 3. No sense right now of putting Extinction down. So unless we draw a quick action removal card, we probably will take the damage from the Feral Beast when he comes out. He's still at least 2 turns away from doing that. We have a murder. That'll work. It is, yes, that will definitely work. So, okay. So we're gonna hang on to that. I'm not gonna play an Eternal Youth or anything like that. We want to save resources, possibly for this murder, if somehow he is able to transform the savagery. Murder was recently changed. For those of you who may not know, these changes that happen to these cards, I do a weekly update on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out, youtube.com/JakeFreedomJF, and we talk about every week CZE does an update to the game, and we go through those updates. Alright, he's throwing out Jadem. We're definitely going to get rid of him. Jadem can, some people, I call him Jadem. I heard somebody else call him something else last night. Jadim, something like that. I don't know. So let's go ahead and let's proceed to our end phase. We're not going to kill him quite yet, because we might draw into that second blood shard, and then we're just going to go ahead and lay down Extinction and deal with him that way. But if not, we'll still go ahead and murder him. Okay, we don't get our second blood shard, so Extinction's going to be out of the question. So we'll do that. Activate our champ power. And then now... well, we could do Inner Conflict, I guess. I think we'll do Inner Conflict and save the quick action for the Feral Beast. I think that sounds like a way better idea. So I think if he does get the Feral Beast out next turn, we are going to take some damage. Since we don't have the resources now to play murder. But that's definitely a sacrifice I'd want to do, because Jadem gains power off of the cost of card that's played thereafter. So here comes this Feral Beast. It's going to going to activate his champ power. And then maybe, just maybe, we can draw into that second blood, and then just roll extinction, clear the board, and pretty much reset everything from there. So either way I would have played it. You know, if I went to block Jadem, he would attack with Jadem. So I'd have to still either way murder one of these cards. He still would have been a 6 because that card's cost here was a 1, so he would have been 1/1. And so I think it was a, either way I would have done it, I would have taken about the same amount of damage. So it looks like the Feral Beast still is experiencing some sync issues. And the developers are hard at work trying to figure out what's causing the sync issues. So now this turn, maybe we'll get that other blood shard. There it is. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just roll extinction, just wipe the board. And just save our quick action for something else that might come down. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I can't use murder and those type of cards on the Feral Beast because he has spell shield, so extinction is the actual only thing that will take care of him. I almost forgot about that. Spell shield is one of those abilities where you pretty much can't target the card with a card that has targeting on it. So in order to deal with Feral Beast is pretty much extinction and maybe persecute. Persecute might work. I don't know if that would or not. It still targets the card. Okay, so our opponent, we're about even on cards. He's got 3 cards in his hand. So another Feral Beast. We'll see. I don't think we can target this with murder, but in fact, I'm pretty sure we can't. Yeah, it won't even allow us to click on it. So yep, you can't target him. So that means we're going to take some damage. Unless we draw into another extinction. Maybe a repel. Maybe a repel might work, since that's destroy attacking troop. I probably should have known he was going to play another Feral Beast and saved extinction until this turn, but oh well, that might cost me the game because I have ways to deal with him, but I don't have him in my hand. So pretty much right now, 3 turns we're dead unless he can buff him. I think that was a pretty lucky draw, for sure. So we'll go ahead and play that again. Hopefully he doesn't, I don't know if he has another one or not. He wouldn't have another one because only 1 cost, so He might have another one in his deck, but I'm not sure about in his hand. They are 1-cost cards, so if he had more than one, he would have played them down together. Maybe. Another Jadim, and Jadim we can definitely murder. Jadim. I like Jadim. I don't know why. Sounds more like dragon. I could be wrong. However you want to call it. Okay, another resource. So if we play our Eternal Youth, which isn't really necessary. It's not going to be able to hit us anyway. And doing Life Siphon wouldn't make any sense, so let's proceed to our next phase. I'm thinking he probably, I don't know if he top decked that dragon or not, but some people get really lucky at top decking, just like I did there in the Extinction. Onslaught. Good stuff. I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Wait, I should have murdered him right there. Son of a... Oh, no. Okay, now we can murder him. Whew. What am I thinking? Alright, murder him. Get out of here. I almost messed up there. Opponent says, figured you had an answer, but I had to try. Let's say I almost. I almost messed up and didn't play murder. That would have been bad. That's one of those mistakes that you wouldn't be able to recover from. Alright. So now... Okay. Do Life Siphon for 6, which really doesn't make any sense. Let's just roll an Eternal Youth. This game might just come down to who top decks the best. Command Tower. I don't think I have Nature Reigns in this deck. Nature Reigns, yeah, no, Nature Reigns is a wild card. Nature Reigns is you can destroy constants and artifacts. So obviously I wouldn't have that in here since we're not playing wild. Maybe we can draw Relentless Corruption, start pulling cards out of his hand. Let's go ahead and do this. Not that we're going to use it. Because two cards that remain in our hand are important cards. They're kind of identical, except one of them deals damage. They both give me health in one way or another. So we can do 7 damage there. I only have 3 of these, so I really don't want to. Who knows what the other one could be? So I kind of want to save that until we can get close to something else. So let's just save it. Hang on to them. I think we're sitting in pretty good shape here. I don't have any type of removal right now that can answer to anything that he could put out right now. If he has a honeycap's going to come out at 9/9. Surge mechanism will definitely play that. And we'll just hang on to our resources right now. Not that it matters, we only have basic actions anyway. But our opponent does not know that. Just like I don't know what's that one card he keeps saving in his hand. Maybe it's just a resource. Another feral beast. He's going to come out as a 7. So right now we can do 8 damage. Do we draw the life siphon? Persecute. Persecute will not work against Feral Beast. So let's go ahead and do our 8 damage here. If we draw another one, we will be able to end the game. Why is my champion still lit up like he's taking damage? It's odd. Maybe he has another onslaught? Nope. Okay. So 7 damage coming our way. There's a few cards in our hand that's going to be able to take care of this guy. Both of our troops would. Okay, so that's 4 feral beasts. That's all he's got there. This could be an issue for us. Persecute. Okay. So let's go ahead and draw a card. Curse of Oblivion. He doesn't seem to be running any... That's not going to do us any good anymore, so we'll go ahead and throw that away. Dang it. The tables have definitely turned here. 14 damage a turn. That's 3 turns. Oof. We're only going to be drawing 2 cards per turn. $15 damage. See, now Persecute's lit up, but we can only target him, unfortunately. Unfortunately. We draw into another Extinction or Life Siphon, but we don't have much time to do that. And I think he is well aware of this. Heart of the cards. Come on, come on, come on. Dang it. Alright. Well, let's go and draw another card. Repel. I don't know if I don't think Repel will work for these cards, but we're gonna try it. I don't think it does. Like I said, Spell Shield blocks pretty much anything that targets it. Yep, does not work. Son of a gun. Okay. So we use Persecute on this guy. Alright, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards I could possibly draw that's going to help me save this game. No, 3 cards. Make that 3 cards. Right now I was out of the picture since our health is too low. That is definitely not one of them. Crap. That is definitely not going to help us either. That is going to be GG. GG. Couldn't draw what I needed. So it's 1 and 1. Not bad. Match point next game. Good deal. Okay. Give me 30 seconds here. Need a drink. Alright. Last game. Let's see how we got our opening hand's going to turn out this time. I can live with that. With this deck here, having more shards than not is somewhat beneficial, given that we have the life siphons in the deck. So with this opening hand here, with all the shards we have, everything that we have in the deck will be able to be played since we can meet the threshold requirements. And yes, we're going to keep that hand. Alright, first game we've seen him not play Incantation of Savagery right away. He didn't have it in his opening hand. Very nice. Okay. Blood Shard. Hope we don't get Shard flooded. That would be bad. We do have two forms of removal. We're going to use the Chaos Key to probably eliminate his Incantation of Savagery just as it gets close to transforming. That'll probably be the card we're going to play here, since we really don't have any other options. And then next turn we'll play Surge Mech. And then we can start, and we'll have even more resource gain for our life siphons there, which will be nice if we can draw into them. It's definitely nice if you can have two of them in your hand and then just meet the minimum requirements to deal these half damage, and then next turn you can most of the time win the game unless they have a response to that card, like counter magic or something, for the chain. Alright, Crash a Beast. Okay, so now, since we do Inner Conflict, I think it might be wise to play Inner Conflict on the Crash a Beast, just for some control here. Let's go ahead and do that, and then maybe we'll get out our Surge Mechanism. Next turn. I don't really like playing these types of cards on cards that can just come back out, because when you throw a Crash a Beast down, it just gets shuffled back in the deck, and the next time you put it down, you get two more, but it prevents 3 damage right now anyway. So we'll go and take our 1 damage now, and then we'll activate our champ power here next turn. We'll get that 1 damage back. Okay, now we could play Extinction here, but I don't think it's just necessary. I really want to wait on that, So I think we'll play... I mean, Search Mechanism really isn't necessary either, but I'd rather have it out there now for later on. And next turn, if we wanted to, we could use our Chaos Key to eliminate the command tower and then take all these guys down to, you know, 0-1s again so they can attack. So we have a couple different options we could do to actually control the board, but I don't know if I want to use Chaos Key on a command tower, because I think I only have 1, maybe 2 in this deck, and I really want to save them for Incantation of Savagery there. Taking 3 damage per turn, you know, what are we, 6 turns? Yeah, 6 turns away, you know, so I mean, that's quite a bit. Nothing really we really have to worry about. Okay, here. So we could do this. We could take the Chaos Key, eliminate the command tower, which is going to turn these guys into 0-1s. And then not worry about the Incantation of Savagery, because that's going to be, you know, at least 5 troops away from even coming about. And then if we save our Extinction to be able to deal with those feral beasts, that would be an option. Because if I do Extinction on these guys, the command tower is still there. So if he lays another one, they just go right back up. Or you know, anything else he lays down is still going to have that +1 modifier to it. So, I think this is good. I think this is going to be the right play. Let's just go ahead and do that. So now we just basically turned his board into absolutely nothing other than blockers. If he had another one, I'm assuming he would have played it. To give those Battle Hoppers a double buff. And it doesn't look like he does have one. Alright, Jadem, the dragon. Now I think Extinction would probably be a good idea, maybe. Unless we draw into Repel here. Which we do not. Should we take 5 damage and then see what else he can bring out? But if he has an onslaught... Yeah, I think we just go ahead and wipe the board here. He is down to 3 cards in his hand, so who knows what he's got. I think we just go ahead and clear the board. I think that'd be the best idea. Just to get rid of those threats. And he still doesn't have his Incantation card out there yet, so we don't have to worry about that. I wonder what he has here for a follow-up after that. We'll see. Another Jadem. Now it would be nice to draw into Repel. Perfect. I think the heart of the cards might be a little bit on my side today. So hopefully he spends a lot of cards to buff JakeFreedom, like Onslaught and all sorts of good stuff, just to clear his hand out, so then he's going to be completely reliant on top decking. So there goes Jadim. Not sure what I'd like better, Jadim or JakeFreedom. Life Siphon, there's 8. Actually, I think we'll do Life Siphon for 9 damage. And then hopefully we can draw into another one. We were kind of at the same spot last game where he was sitting at 7 health and we just couldn't get what we needed. Now if we drew into Ozawa, that would be nice. Or Eternal Guardian, those are our only 2 troops we have. Or maybe even the other Life Siphons we have, that would be great. Murder. Alright. What do you have here? What do you have? Okay, he's just gonna attack, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and take care of one of these. And he'll take 3 damage. Three damage we can deal with right now for a while. Oof, not good at all. So we're not going to lay these down. We want to save them so we can discard these dudes with Secret Lab. If we can find Secret Lab. The amount of turns we have left before we're dead, the amount of cards that we can draw, the probability. Oh boy. Now we need an extinction. Now we're not looking so good. Crap, I forgot to tap him. Son of a gun. Another repel. Oh boy, so that's gonna be 9 damage next turn. Just go ahead and do this now since I forgot to last time. Makes me angry. If he throws down Onslaught here, we're done. I think. Yep. +3/+3 to each troop you control. So that's going to be 6, 12, 18. This is not good. Yeah, we're done. Forgot about these guys. Well, we can take care of one of them. GG. The opponent says those games were intense. They were good. They were good. Not too bad. Well, at least we won one of them anyway. This deck is okay. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe we'll make some changes to it. So other than that, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.